Welcome, Grand Rapids. Thank you for joining us this evening. I am your other anchor, Sean Francis. Your other anchor is out sick, but just not sick, just, you know. Not COVID sick. We have to clarify that these days. Because you are still all recovering from losing an hour of sleep yesterday and just like, oh, what is time? I don't know what time is. We are bringing you the top local, national, and world news that you may have missed. So you're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is NewsFlash. Our top story tonight, gas prices. Yay! Woo! No. Reaching national average highs not seen since 10 years ago? What was happening 10 years ago? Oh, shoot. Well, you know, sorry, guy. But I mean, no, what about before? There was that guy too. Yeah, you know, here it is. Here's the thing. People who complain about Biden or Trump or whoever's president being in control of gas prices, here's the thing, they're not really. Other countries currently have way higher prices as well right now, including Russia. So the whole thing is a lot more complicated than just Biden bad, make truck boom boom ghosts go bad. Or even blaming the increases on military conflicts, which, you know, that's the thing. But the reality is it's all made up, right? Numbers don't exist. It's capitalism, baby. Yeah. No. Obviously, that's one thing to understand intellectually, but, you know, it's another when you're faced with paying almost twice as much at the pump, and especially if you or your family rely on reliable transportation to support your family. You know, you've got a third or second job, and public transit is basically non-existent. It's one thing to just say, oh, just pull up by your bootstraps and take the shoelace express. I think that's an expression people use. I don't know. But it's not helpful, you know, if you don't have the luxury of not being able to choose. So, I don't know. What do we do, guys? Just maybe, like, not take our cars out for joyrides right now? I think that's a good start. I don't know. Maybe not the most responsible thing. If anything, this just proves that introverts now finally have another excuse to not make plans because vaccines are available now, so they gotta start looking for other excuses. Yesterday marked the 2-year anniversary of the COVID lockdown in Michigan. Friday the 13th. And last week marked the 1-year anniversary of our return to performing in live at post-lockdown. So, wild, right? I mean, it's tempting, right, to celebrate the loosening of restrictions and remember the good old days by maybe throwing a co-vintage party, like, you know, maybe wear garbage bags or gas masks because we're saving PPE for essential workers, or maybe we can lay out a snack bar of food that was sprayed with Lysol because we had to keep it in our garage for a day. Or maybe we could have like a COVID egg toss, like we stand socially distanced 6 feet apart, and then we toss the egg, and every time a new variant comes out, we take a step back, right? Or whoever drops the egg has to then quarantine for 7 days in heaven. Yeah. And then the end of the night, we all just cozy up and binge Tiger King. Yeah. Now, let's not talk about the Omicron subvariant BA2, right? All right, guys, right? Oh. With the recent hike in gas prices, Uber will start charging customers a fuel fee of up to 55 cents per ride and 45 cents per food delivery. Also, every food truck in Grand Rapids has just decided, you know, wherever we are right now, that's where we're going to stay. We don't need to move again for another few months. This includes all ice cream trucks, so no, they won't stop playing that song over the loudspeaker right outside your home. You're welcome. Let's see, what else? NPR released a report about Ukrainians and their pet refugees. I sniff another Disney reboot. Of course, this illustrates... Give it a second. Yep. Now, this, of course, illustrates some people are maybe a little more concerned about fur babies than actual babies, but, you know, that's just typical white war privilege, you guys. Citizens of Michigan's 74th House District. Where are my 74s at? No? Do you live in Walker or Granville or Standale or Allendale or Rockford or Cedar Springs or Sparta or Kent City or anywhere basically along Alpine? Yeah, well, you got a special election coming up May 3rd, choosing the replacement for Republican House Rep Mark Huizenga, who vacated when he won his Senate race back this past November. Now, the controversy here is the winner of the Republican primary a couple weeks ago for the Republican candidacy was Robert Reagan. Yeah, that guy, look at him. Ooh. In addition to being quoted on his website, several pretty much straight up QAnon talking points, the declassification of the 2020 election, he attended the January 6th march in DC, he claims both climate change and COVID were hoaxes, he's supporting Putin right now in the current conflict. He also garnered some criticism for retweeting quotes that some considered, and by some I mean most, racist and anti-feminist, such as one that said that feminism is a Jewish program to degrade white men. Great guy, just super great guy. He also recommended, being a father of 3 daughters, I tell them if rape is inevitable, they should lay back and enjoy it. That is a real quote. That is just straight up what he said. Not surprisingly, one of his daughters has urged people to not, for the love of God, vote for their father. That is a real tweet from the last time he ran for something, so I'm sure she probably hasn't changed her position recently. That's just the tip of the iceberg, everybody. So, if you have friends who live in this district, maybe you don't want to see a bunch of alt-right businesses pop up like Spirit of Halloweens along Alpine. Tell them to get out and vote on May 3rd, yeah. This dude, he just is trying to force his way into a seat any way he can, and that, we shouldn't just lie back and enjoy it, His opponent, Carol Glanville, seems like a much better fit. Seems like a cool lady. And what better Mother's Day gift than to vote an actual mother than another tone-deaf dad whose own daughters have disowned him. So. Yeah. An assistant principal at, this one's fun, guys. This one's just fun. An assistant principal at a Mississippi school was fired for reading the book, I Need a New Butt, to his elementary school classroom. Parents reportedly complained, "Oh my God, look at that butt book. It is so banned." Other reviews were a little bit more well-rounded. One reader said, "I'm hooked and I can't stop staring." When we heard about this story, we actually sent my co-anchor Josie to the Kent District Library to research the book and get to the bottom of this. But, well, nothing came out of it. Yeah, see, all copies currently in use, so that's a very popular butt book right now. Obviously, the Board of Education's stance is clear. No ifs, ands, or buts. And also, today was Pie Day. Yeah. Didn't it just seem to go on forever? Oh, come on, guys. I don't want to... These are the jokes. I don't want to have to repeat myself. Just don't be irrational, okay? Yep. Yeah, I know. I hate it as much as you guys do. Also this week is St. Patrick's Day. Yay! Irish. Truly shocking news, actually. Irish on Ionia, the once rampant public display of drunken bad decisions, I mean Irish pride, same thing, right? Was canceled yet again due to concerns over COVID. Now, the fact that it's canceled isn't that surprising. It's just that the organizers of Irish on Ionia had the good enough sense to decide, maybe keeping the streets clear of irresponsibly overserved alcoholics that are gonna wind up assaulting people, both sexually and platonically. I don't know. Maybe we should just stop that moving forward indefinitely, huh? Fingers crossed. I don't know. If you guys really want to see what happens if you confine a bunch of drunk hooligans into a busy street downtown Grand Rapids, just check out the Papa Roach Show this Wednesday at 20 Monroe. Or the Monster Truck Rally at Van Andel next week, yeah. Or you could avoid all of that and come out to Laugh Fest. Yay, Laugh Fest! Much more reasonable, much more well-run series of events, and it's all for a good cause, of course. The Comedy Project, actually, the building you are in right now, is an official Laugh Fest venue. So check out any of their events going on this Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, and of course other events all over town. So yeah, shameless plug for Laugh Fest. Public meetings were held this week about improving 131 and the S-curve, and they are still underway. So far, some of the proposed measures include a second S-curve, turn it into a loop-de-loop, installing a giant laser that will burn frowny faces into your car if you change lanes without a blinker. And the furthest left lane gets a speed boost for when you're really in a hurry. All right, that is...